Hello, bonjour. So it's mid-October. We've been back from our holiday in a week tomorrow. I've not really had a lot to record for you, but I'm just at the moment doing my usual. You can probably tell by the scenery around me where I'm going. I need to go and try and see if I can pick a celeriac and just check and see what's happening as usual. Typical autumn scenes, really. Leaves everywhere. Still quite green, really, for the time of year, but then we've got such a warm autumn. It's ridiculously warm. And for here in France, it shouldn't be the temperatures it is. Apparently Halloween is going to be 23 degrees, which is definitely not normal for here. A lot of weeds coming through the gravel. One day when I have a bit more energy, I'll come down and pull those up. I think it's a bit soggy. Duncan came down and he started to take all the ornaments and things that we usually put out, and we did much the same every year. I wouldn't do a video about that again because we've done that before. Sadly, I missed this flower coming out on here because we haven't been down here for a while, having been away, and the weather was bad before we went away. It's gone a bit bad as well because it's warm, the honeysuckle. We've even got roses in October. How bizarre is that? That rose bush has grown tenfold since last year. And that's looking pretty. So, I'm just going to see if I've got any celeriac. As you can see, the nasturtium is so healthy. It's ridiculous. It's taken over. And you think, was it last year or the year before? I couldn't get any seeds to take or anything. Someone did say you can eat them in salad, and I did. I wasn't sure if she said the leaf or the flower. And I did have a bit of both, and I have to say I ended up on the toilet, so I'm not too sure whether it's just it doesn't agree with me or whether I ate the wrong bit. Duncan did say the other day, do you think we could cut the nasturtium back and put it in pots in the greenhouse or in the gîte over the winter, just to see if it will last for next year? Do you know if it can be repotted, or does it have to be grown from seed? All comments welcome. Also, where do I get the seed from? I ordered them online last time. I can't see where on the plant I get the seed from. Maybe I'm just going blind. I didn't come down here to do it, but I thought this would be the time to come down and actually finally pull up the French bean plants. But as you can see, the nasturtium is so thick I can't even see where the French bean plant is. Only from the leaf, but I can't see where the root is. So I think until Duncan and I come down here and clear this, I mean, I could do it myself, but I'm at the moment not feeling very awake, and so I'll end up injuring myself or something. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, and also I've just found, I'll show you in a minute on the table, just found beans. I didn't think I'd get any more because I thought I'd picked the last. And look at those, they're not French beans anymore, are they? They're more like big runner beans. Huge. That's my hand. French beans shouldn't be that big. So I don't know what they're going to be like. They probably got big seeds in them, in which, actually that's a good point. I might use those for planting next year. Good idea, Jan. The nasturtiums have taken over this part as well. There's beetroot amongst there. They're a little bit easier to find. So I've just picked a few beetroot to take in. Now I've got to go and get the celeriac, which is what I came down for. It's like when you go into a shop, isn't it? You get more than you come down for, or went for. So I've just picked a few beetroot to take in. Now I've got to go and get the celeriac, which is what I came down for. It's like when you go into a shop, isn't it? You get more than you come down for, or went for. There we go, one celeriac. It's not as big as the ones I buy in the shop, and they're a bit more of a faff, but I've got my own celeriac. Just thought I'd come in and see what happened with the tomatoes while I was away. As you can see, just about you can see there's some green. Didn't think they would do, but there we go. Some of them have ripened. So I should be picking those. Quite a few at this end. Good, 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 good. As you can see, a few more tomatoes than last time, but you can also see that they have, most of them have split. So I'll have to make sure I have them with my salad today. I usually cut them in half anyway. Ooh. While I'm on, most of you ladies, I know I've got quite a high amount of people that watch. They're later in years, like me. You probably know exactly what I'm saying about not sleeping very well. While I was on holiday, I slept, I would say, 98% of the time. I slept really well. But since being back, I can't get to sleep at night. I mean, last night I didn't get to sleep till 4 AM, and I'm just absolutely feel exhausted. I can't, you know, it's like you can't function if you haven't slept very well. And so I found myself on YouTube, as you do, and I was just looking for tips and things. I found one lady who was a nurse, and she was giving some tips. And one thing she said, which I know is true, is not to sit on your phone or have anything, sort of basically any electronics operating before you go to bed. They say to turn everything off so that your brain isn't stimulated. But I find it really hard just laying in the dark and almost lonely. And so I think I'll struggle with that one, but I will try. And then she said about taking magnesium. Lots of other tips. If I remember, I'll put the link in my description. I've sent it to Sharon as well because she's really been struggling as well. But you can't function, can you, without sleep? My friend gave me some sleeping tablets that she was recommended, and they don't touch me, don't do anything. It's a melatonin, I think they're called. No, they don't do anything. I'm considering asking the doctor, but I'm going to try everything this nurse has said first, and we'll see from there. But yeah, I mean, I go to bed usually at a different time to Duncan anyway, and then when he's gone to work, I'm in bed an hour or two after he's left, and I'd rather be up and getting on with things. Today I forced myself out of bed at 9:30. I say, considering I went to sleep at 4, that's not a lot of sleep really. There you go. All the fun of menopause. We're supposed to just embrace it, aren't we? Because, sorry, that's a truck. We're supposed to embrace it because it's a part of life, but it's not easy, is it? So I'm going to go inside now and clean up some of this veg. Back inside now. It's so hot and clammy, or is that me? Yeah, so I've got a celeriac, some split tomatoes, some beans that I'm going to use now for seeds for next year, and what else did I bring in? Oh, beetroot. Beetroot is now on the boil on the stove, hopefully ready in time for my lunch. Yeah, like I say, we did go on another holiday for Duncan's sanity more than anything, because I've said to you before, he gets quite stressed with work sometimes. It's not so much the work, but clients can make life a little bit difficult. But there you go. Yeah, so we had a great holiday. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually share this holiday because it's nothing to do with France. But I am putting together a video for our own memories, really, and for family to see if they want to see it, and friends. I might just put a link in the description, maybe of this video or another video, just to let you know if you want to have a look. Some of you may be curious, or may want to just see what Lanzarote is like. So I'll do that. If not, it might just go up as a random one. If you want to watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. Which is what is normal anyway, isn't it? Yeah, while we're away, we've been to Fuerteventura before, which is another Canary island. And I don't know if you know, but it's famous for the aloe vera products. I bought aloe vera gel when we was in Fuerteventura because it was supposed to be one that was for like tired legs and supposed to help restless leg. And I have to say, I've been using it since then, and that was 3 years ago. And we order it online now, and it does seem to help. And if Duncan's got really tired hands and things from work, as you can imagine with the electrics, some tiny bits of hands start to ache a little bit. He uses it for that as well. So this time, because we were only taking hand luggage, we couldn't take much stuff, so we couldn't bring much stuff back. So we were having a quick look round, and I come across this. Funny story, really. One night, while we I feel like it looks like I've gone off on a tangent, but it's all connected. Or tangent, isn't that the word? One night, one early morning, we were kept awake. There was an Irish couple in the apartment above, singing and dancing really loudly. Woke us up, and we were so sleepy. In the end, we had to go to reception to report it because it was obviously just very inconsiderate. But we did also forget we needn't have gone to reception. We had a phone in the room where we could have just dialed 9 and told them there, which is what they reminded us. But hey ho. So we came back, and by the time we got back, it had gone quiet. So I don't know if that was a coincidence that they had actually knocked on their door or phoned them, or what they'd done, or whether they just collapsed in exhaustion, because I think they'd had a few drinks, because you could just tell by the singing and the fact that we're being so inconsiderate. They're just obviously, way with the fairies, really. So yeah, so it went quiet. We got back into bed and managed to get a few hours more sleep. Anyway, that next morning, I was washing in the bathroom, and I looked in the mirror, and there's a huge mirror in this bathroom with quite bright light above it. And I looked at it, and I was just so shocked. I just suddenly saw me, a 63-year-old woman, in the mirror. And I didn't like it. I just looked, I think it was because I looked exhausted as well, but the bags under my eyes was terrible, the lines, everything. And because I wasn't able, not easily, to take moisturizer with me. Because again, the limits, what we could carry, and that certain liquids you couldn't take. I should have paid more attention really. I thought, it's only a week, I can do without, but I could have tried to find something a bit smaller that I could put in my bag. Anyway, while we was away, as it turned out, I don't know what I was thinking when we was packing, but I could have probably took my cream with me. I was a little bit concerned that it might get smashed. I don't know why, because it's probably in a plastic jar from what I remember, same as this one. And it's a anti-wrinkle cream. I know it's a bit like, what's it called, the shutting the stable door after the horse is bolted, but I do think if you moisturise, your wrinkles don't show as much. And so this one, as I say, it's an anti-wrinkle cream. It's by Tabalaya or something. Can you see that? And it contains aloe vera, snail slime, and rose moschata. I don't know what that is, so I'm assuming it must be a flower of some sort. And I've heard a lot of reports about snail slime, and there's a lot of produce out there which contains it, had a joke with our neighbours before we went away talking about it actually, and they were just sort of having jokes about putting snails all over your face and things. And I started using it while I was away, and I have to say, whether it's my imagination or not, I don't know, but my skin feels so soft using this, and it's just so... I'm really pleased, and this is what makes me think I could have took my own one, because this is a 100ml tub. I mean, you're allowed to take 100ml. So we brought it back with us, and I'm going to see if I can find it online, but it's supposed to be 24-hour cream that you can use, and it's got 15 sun protector in it, and it was only €6.99. I was really surprised, because you get a lot of moisturisers nowadays can cost a fortune. So I will continue to use that one, and yeah, I'm going to check see if I can get it online, because I'm not sure I've seen it here. I might not have been looking properly. Yeah, so anyway, I just thought I'd sort of check in with you and hope everybody's okay. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I shall see you in the next video. So please like and share as well. Au revoir.